Hello everybody, this is Dumpster Cat. Welcome back to another Pioneer video. In this one we have some quite exciting news. We have a top 10 challenge finish over the past weekend by Magic Online user Showtime. The list you see before you is actually a 5-0 list that the same user 5-0'd with, pretty sure on Monday, so a day or two after the challenge, which is pretty fascinating and very impressive by, of course, Showtime, the user. And the deck is really interesting. We have the full 4 Invoke Despair and full 4 Scrap Gorger, so definitely just going big, going over the top. You may have noticed in my previous videos of BGX, I have kind of been on the same plan of going big with Scrap Gorger, testing out the Invoke Despairs, and supposedly with this deck list and how much success this user has been having with it, Invoke Despair does seem to be possibly a choice that we want to be leaning more into, as the this 5-0 deck list that they placed 5-0 with obviously has the full 4 Invoke Despair. So this is the list they 5-0'd with. The challenge list that they got top 10 with had a few changes. I preferred this one over the challenge list just because it seemed like a bit more refined. For example, they were playing Sign in Blood over Bankbuster, which I believe Bankbuster to be correct. They were playing the second Thirst over the 4th Push, and I obviously like having the full 4 Push. They're playing the second Chariot over the 4th Invoke Despair, and so, you know, things like this, just kind of cleaning up around the edges makes sense to me to play this list instead of the other one. Again, 25 lands, pretty straightforward. No Trespassers, which is quite interesting. I suppose that if we're playing, going with the Invoke Despair plan, we don't really need Trespassers against the Rakdos matchup, and perhaps Trespassers just not too necessary if we're going to be going big over the opponent anyways. The removal suite is pretty interesting to me. No Terra Sunder's main deck, which is quite fascinating, just going with the 2 Decay, 2 Trophy. And then I guess you could say Bloodchief's Thirst is quite flexible as well. But I definitely like the removal suite, and definitely just these 2 drops seem very clean, and the amounts that they are in also seem very clean. So I do like that, of course, for the shadows as well. Only 1 Chariot. I think that this is possibly just a flex slot in terms of the 4th 4 drop that we want to be having. Could also play like the 3rd Liliana in its place, I feel like, as we're only playing 2 Liliana here. But possibly could see like, I don't know, like a Sorin, a Vivian if you're going more creature-based, things like that. The sideboard is where things get a little interesting, and where I think some things may need to be changed, just in my personal opinion. But of course, with the challenge win, or the top 10 challenge finish, it's pretty hard to argue against the user in that sense. So I'll just give my own opinion, and you could take what you want from that. For example, I'm not sure that Necromentia is too necessary. It's great against Lotus Field, great against, or okay against Creativity. They get sided in to another plan, of course, with the Hullbreaker Horrors. So Necromentia not being too relevant in that case with Creativity. But obviously great against Lotus Field. If you're on the play, you could turn 3, hit a Lotus Field. If not, you could hit Hidden Strings, which is pretty impactful against them. It's very hard for them to win if you hit Hidden Strings. But yeah, this could just be like a Damping Sphere. Perhaps Necromentia is more applicable than a card like Damping Sphere, but I'm not sure. Go Blanks as well. With Phoenix kind of falling out of the meta, Unlicensed Hearse may not be too necessary. I still like it against Greasefang. I prefer having Hearse over Go Blank against Greasefang. However, Go Blank is more broadly applicable to decks like Control. You can even bring this against Rakdos, I suppose, as just a straight up 2-for-1. We already have some pretty interesting cards that I would imagine we would bring in against Rakdos, obviously like Thrun, but also with Garruk Cursed Huntsman as a just 6-drop Planeswalker, really good beater, and has some great flexibility, I would suppose, in the mid-range matchups. Ray of Enfeeblement, I'm not sure if this is just better than Ritual of Soot, but we will be seeing that, how that plays out. And then the 2 Terra Sunders I like having access to as well. You have to take these challenge results, challenge finishes with a grain of salt, as the meta is a lot different on challenges rather than just playing leagues online. We will be seeing a lot more kind of off-meta decks, or you know, possibly decks that people just want to be playing with just because they want to be playing with. So we'll see how that goes and see if that's going to be, you know, if we have to take that into consideration. However, though, I think it's going to be pretty sweet. Obviously, very excited that we're having some more success with BGX in Pioneer. Makes me very happy. And yeah, let's get on with the video. And if you like the content, of course, consider subscribing, liking the video, and checking out the Patreon if you want to. Really helps me out a lot. We just hit 200 subscribers, which is really sweet, so thank you all so much for the support. And yeah, let's get on to the matches. Okay, here we are for match number 1. We are on the draw with the hand that we could for sure keep. Hand looks great. Really excited to test this deck out. I think it's going to be quite fun. And obviously with having, you know, as much success as the user did with it, I'm confident that I'll do well, but we'll just have to wait and see, of course. Okay, well, we're playing against Phoenix, so like I said in the intro, missing out on the hearses, but I think we should be alright. I think we just go for a Bank Buster. We don't want to play the Shadow out into a removal spell. Okay, nothing is interesting. Another Invoke Despair, okay. Let's play a land. They could have Fiery Impulse for a Glissa. Which I would imagine they would have something of the sort. They could have Lightning Axe as well. It's pretty interesting here. We don't even have removal for the Phoenix if they're able to get it back. I think I'll just go with the Glissa. I feel like I don't want to not do anything here. And I feel like Glissa is probably just going to be the most relevant play. Could have like drawn with Bankbuster and, you know, passed. But I think I like this line a bit better. Well, yeah, they just don't have anything. It's interesting. Consider, alright. Lands to the graveyard. Ops. Looks like they're probably going to get their Phoenix back. Scratch the bottom. And yeah, okay. So I don't think there's a reason to crew with Bankbuster here. Yeah, maybe we played into that. That wasn't the best, but I think it's alright. 5 cards in hand. Other Abrupt Decay is kind of awkward. I think I'll shock in and play out Shadow. Pass. I don't mind getting hit with this one more time. Really play like a Ledger Shredder, we could Decay, possibly. Don't really want to open this up to removal though, because I kind of want to go to the top. Kind of want to go Invoke Despair next turn if they tap out. Exile this. Okay, consider to the top as well. It's a Treasure Cruise, okay. It's pretty good. Pretty good start from them. With pretty minimal interaction from us, I suppose. If they have Lightning Axe, it kind of sucks. Oh, dang, okay. Wow, that's really bad, actually. Wow. And other Phoenix. Yeah, I don't think there's much I can do about that. So I get hit for 6. They're representing Spell Pierce for the Invoke Despair. Really not feeling good. Kind of the Decay draw is really awkward as well. This deck is definitely not built against Phoenix, not having the Scavenging Oozes, more trophies. Oh, okay. So I guess it's just Shieldred and hope they don't have Lightning Axe. Alternatively, we could draw into removal, but I think we just have to go for Shieldred. But yeah, really good start from the opponent. In the past, I've felt just extremely comfortable. I have a Lightning Axe again. Bro, okay. I felt extremely comfortable playing against Phoenix, but not having Hearses, not having Scoozes definitely kind of changes that up a bit. And pieces of the puzzle, jeez. Another Phoenix, okay, probably just dead here. Okay. Concede to that. So, bring in Duress. Excuse me. But I think definitely go blanks to start. I think Invoke Despair is probably quite bad. Liliana, also not ideal. Could probably bring in Thrun. Liliana's okay in some circumstances. If they go like turn to Shredder, will be on the play, we could Edict, but I think I may just want to bring in the Duresses and play it like this. Yeah, let's try it out. Thrun is also kind of awkward. I usually don't like having like 5 drops against them, but that's okay. It's not the best hand. These are 2 very relevant cards. Not having Trespasser against this matchup is really kind of uncomfortable. I think I'll have to Mulligan this one. Okay, that's fine. Because I put back Ataki Numa. Okay, 1 land, or I guess 2. It's a quite good hand. I think I just have to take either pieces or Treasure Cruise. I think it probably makes sense taking the pieces of the puzzle first. Take Opt, try to make it so they don't hit lands. But I think with the way our hand is set up, this game is going to go into the late game. So maybe in that case, we're just supposed to take the Treasure Cruise. I really want to take the pieces of the puzzle. Let's try it out. Take the pieces. Okay, they play it safe and play out the cave. On the Druid Hall. Okay. Ooh, that's a nice draw. So let's probably just take the Treasure Cruise. Oh, Temporal Trespass is pretty scary. I think we just have to take the cruise though. Would love to see them go like a Shredder. We could Fatal Push. Next turn Chariot. Okay, land pass. Glissa. Interesting draw. I think we just go for the Chariot though. I mean, if they top deck a Spell Pierce, then good for them. Can't really play around that. Okay. Resolves. Looks like they were gonna cast their opt beforehand, but decided not to. Okay. So it looks like they may want to go like opt Lightning Axe plus other spell, scratch at the bottom to get back a Phoenix? No. Okay. Another Glissa. Okay, so I'll probably just play out Glissa here. And then tackle Chariot. Feeling pretty good. The second Thoughtseize draw definitely helped us out a lot here. Okay. Makes sense. And we'll attack for 2. Okay, that's a good draw for them. Not the best hits though. Let's see what they take. Fairy and opt. Huh, okay. So we get to connect with Glissa. No land, by the way. Could also attack with Hive. Get the Phoenix out. Yeah, I think I'm down for that. Not going to be playing out Glissa anyway, so might as well be proactive. Don't even need to hold up the push. I suppose they could possibly have Trespass, but it would likely just be a Time Walk, which I guess is pretty good, but not too scary on this board state that they have. Try and go blank is really nice though. Oh, they drew a Cruise. Okay. So 9 cards in their hand. We do just have lethal. So they have to leave up some sort of removal. Chart. Phoenix. Impulse the Glissa. And they're just dead on board. Or I guess they have the blocker. So now we... what do we do? We can attack with the cats. They block. Then we could go blank plus Glissa. They're at 4. I think that's probably best. I don't think activating Hive is too necessary, although a little appealing, getting them down to 1 and then just have the kill on board next turn, but I think I would like to go for this instead. Discards Trespass and a Cruise, okay. So, I imagine it'd be a little difficult for them to get out of this. Steam Vents to the yard. There's a Consider. Another Consider, okay. Opt. Pieces in the graveyard. They scratch the top though, so they probably have removal. Phoenix plus, yeah, okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, that keeps them alive. If they have another removal spell, then we may be in tough shape here. Shadow, okay. I like that draw. Yeah. Shadow doesn't even die to Lightning Axe. Could play Shadow, attack, exile Phoenix. I don't think I want to activate Hive. I don't think it's too necessary, and we're like really weak to removal spell if we do that. I suppose they don't even have to block here, but oh, what? They're doing this? So I guess they just have another removal spell in hand. Okay. I was a little strange. I guess I was expecting that on end step instead, but that's okay. Yeah, I mean, really close. They could definitely get out of this if you don't draw anything coming up here. If they do have another removal spell, that is. Scratch to the bottom. I'll have 3 cards in hand. Crackling Drake. Okay. Sure. Well, that does kill me next turn. Another shadow. Shoot. Well, they have to block if we attack with the hive plus shadow. Unless they just have a removal spell, which would be pretty unfortunate. Oh. Yeah, I guess we kind of have to go for it. Yeah. If they remove something pre-blocks, we also have push for the Crackling Drake, so not feeling like too bad. Yeah, we have to make this. I guess they just have a pretty free block, but that opens up our Fatal Push. If they have Spell Pierce, then so be it. Yeah, would have loved to draw land there, but that's okay. And you have Spell Pierce. Okay. Sweet. So now they're at 1, so Hive is a kill. Oh, they draw Treasure Cruise. Ooh, okay. That's pretty good. 5 cards in hand. Chart of Course. Phoenix. Uh-oh. Bakefield. Okay, so Phoenix doesn't block Hive. They just attack. Uh-oh, so they looks like they for sure have removal. Ooh, Blooming Marsh was a really bad draw as well. It doesn't even make us or allow us to cast Shadow after activating Hive. I guess we just don't activate Hive then. Man, that kind of sucks. Now they just, like, if they have like a trespass, you know, kind of sucks. May even just be dead. But yeah, I mean, we could have gone for it there, but I don't know, the way they played it out, just like they were so quick in casting their 3 spells. I feel like they just for sure have removal for the Hive. Because we could look to see how much removal they have left. So 2 axes, 2 impulses. Okay, so they have a decent bit. Discards an opt. Uh-oh. Oof. Okay. So again, just dead next turn. If we don't draw anything, are they gonna attack? No attack, so that makes me think they don't have removal. So gotta hit removal here. Trophy. Go blank. I don't think that does it. Well, yeah, I guess we have to attack with Hive now, and then if they have removal for Shadow, then we're dead. Yeah, and we can only pump it to 4 power, so well. They have to have exactly Lightning Axe then? Yeah, okay. They've already gone through 2. I mean, they've seen a lot of cards though. Or, no, they could just kill our Hive here. Aw, come on. Dang, okay. Yeah. Shoot. Okay, well, GG's. Dang, yeah, I feel like definitely with Phoenix on the down low, this deck is just like not configured against it, without Scoozes, without Trespassers, or Hearses from the board. I typically don't like the Go Blanks against them. Would just much rather Hearse. But yeah, that's alright. Okay, here we are for round number 2. We are on the play with definitely a keep. Hopefully we don't get got by the Phoenix deck again. Was kind of just unexpecting that. Or not expecting that. I don't think I'm going to shock this in the blind. It's definitely a nice hand though. Get to see Scrap Gorger again, which is nice. Oh, well, you know, I guess Scrap Gorger is decent against Phoenix. Not as good as Scooz, but still a tool. And we didn't even see it last game. Oh no! Hopefully this is just like creativity. But if it's Phoenix, I'm going to be a little disappointed. Oh, looks like Phoenix. Jeez. Okay. Was not expecting this. Definitely seems like they could have Spell Pierce. If it's not Phoenix, they could still have like Make Disappear. So I think I'm just gonna go for the Bank Buster and then draw. Feels like the safest play. Like I would love to just jam the Chariot, but I think that's a little loose. 2 blue mana. Experimental Augury. Okay. Interesting. Oh, what? But 1 in the hand. Oh, and I thought this was graveyard. Okay, so I guess it may not be Phoenix. Okay, it's definitely not Phoenix. What is this? Move an oil counter. Put an oil counter on target artifact or creature. Whoa. Okay, so some type of proliferate thing. Interesting. Huh. So maybe I just should have went for Chariot or Liliana last turn, but it's okay. I'm not sure if there's like some type of combo that could have. Maybe this is perhaps this is, oh, I totally forget the name of the new card. It's like a I think it has flash. It's like blue 4-mana artifact, I think. That I think it's oil counters whenever it gets one at the beginning of each upkeep and reduces the cost of your cards by that many, if you're instants and sorceries, that is. And they're like a taking turns deck, basically. Okay, really awkward not drawing 4th land. So, what do we even do? Just play out 2nd Scrap Gorger and pass? I guess so. I don't think I still want to play out the Chariot. Or, I think I still don't want to play out the Chariot. Still kind of in the dark of what we're up against. 5/0. Okay. Environmental Sciences. So I think it might be actually that deck. We'll see though. Definitely want Liliana around, but I guess we just have to go for this again. Kind of sucks not being able to draw off Bankbuster, but it's alright. Brotherhood's End, okay. Jeez. Alright. Still don't, I mean, I guess this could just be some type of control deck. Glissa was a fine draw. Really awkward just not trying our 4th land. We have 25 in the deck. I think I'll go for Liliana. Oh, they could still have Spell Pierce. I guess they're more likely to have creature removal than Spell Pierce, so I think I'll just go for the Liliana. Although it definitely seems like they're representing it. Or that they have it. Okay. She resolves, which is nice. I think I'm just gonna put back a push. Or like a shadow. I think it's probably just, or Chariot. I think I'd like Chariot around though. Ooh, disruption. Okay, that's good to know about. So, I don't know, my inclination is it's just like control, but the oil counter thing is definitely throwing me off. So they proliferate that. Looks like they were looking for lands, possibly. Oh, man. Not hitting lands whatsoever. I think now I'm supposed to draw. Jeez, okay. Man. It's really not getting lucky. Okay, there goes the Sciences. Well, maybe they weren't looking for lands if they just had the Sciences to play. Not sure though. Another one of those, okay. Yeah, I mean the fact that this is a based off a challenge list. Well, I guess they 5-0'd with this list, so I was thinking about the Phoenix matchup, but wow, nothing. I think I still have to draw here. Okay. Tap land. Let's look at the treasure though, which is decent. I think I just want to put back the shadow. Chemistry's insight? Okay, now I'm just really confused. Okay. Guess I just play out Scrap Gorger. Okay, so it is this deck. So Mindsplice, Apparatus. Yeah, so this is pretty scary now. I remember playing against this once and I just got absolutely pummeled. So yep, now everything is 2 less. Let's just have a time walk here. Oh jeez. Okay. Definitely do not want to be seeing this. The chemistry's insight is so good as well in the graveyard. Okay, everything is 4 less, so everything's pretty much free. Except for, I guess, the colored mana value. Still so much mana though, what is this? Magma Opus. Okay. Let's take out the insight, force them to use it right now. So Liliana's down. We need to draw a trophy to get rid of this. Oh, I have Galvanic Iteration. Wow, okay. Another deck that our archetype or our configuration seems really weak against, unfortunately. Oh, would have loved to see a trophy there. Jeez. I guess I just thirst that. Get in for 4. Then play Glissa. And I suppose I will get the iteration out of the graveyard as well with the Scrap Gorger. Well, they can't cast it. Okay, 2 mana take an extra turn. Uh-huh. Another Magma Opus, wow. They don't tap our land though, so just let that happen. Sure. And then, I mean, like, with 2 lands and the Apparatus, they just have, like, so much mana, so I don't think it really matters when we push her, but I think I'll just do it on the end step. but they could just really easily have any counterspell. Okay. So we're not like completely dead, but with the 4 bird tokens, like even if they don't have anything here, which they're just very likely to have, we're probably still dead. Okay, draw 4 with Valakut, so they kept 1, right? Being stuck on 3 lands for so long definitely didn't help us either. This definitely doesn't seem like a good matchup though. Okay, well there's a trophy. I think I will just pop that off right now. I guess I should have attacked before doing that. Don't think it should matter too much though. Okay, so if they don't have anything, we're like not in terrible shape. Could be fairly likely that their Valakut Awakening wasn't too good, but let's see. I'll give myself an extra turn by doing this. Yeah, they're just passing though. I guess I will take... I don't think it matters too much, I'll just take the Apparatus. Hive. Okay. So no creature lands, that's just swing in with Bankbuster and Gorger. Keep in mind, with 2 oil counters we can do this, as it will become a 3/3 on attack step. I suppose I'll just take out... I'm not sure if they have like Torrential Gear Hulk, but I guess taking out Magmovus doesn't make sense in that case, but whatever. Don't think it matters too much. And if they don't have anything, then we have them here. I mean, just like any of their extra turn spells wins. Oh, they're still attacking though. Dang. So that probably have us here, unfortunately. Pretty close though. Came down to the wire. Oh, Invoke Despair as well. Well, that's just lethal on its own. Okay, well, yeah, let's just start by attacking. See if they have something. I mean, maybe they just have, like, removal? 2 pieces of removal? In that case, we still have the Invoke. I guess that doesn't make too much sense with having Hive, but I'm not really entirely sure. Oh, Cyclonic Rift. Wow, that's really good. Okay. So, I mean, if they don't have a counterspell here, we do just have them. Oh no, because they sack 1. Oh, they're down to 1 then. Oh, I don't even know how I didn't even see that. Jeez, okay. My bad, you guys. That really sucks though. Jeez. Okay. Very close. We get Duress and Terror Sunder. Necromentia? Maybe Necromentia. Yeah, I mean, without the apparatus, they're just kind of a awkward, like, kind of control deck. Don't think I want the decays. The shadows, like, aren't the best either. Thirst isn't the best. I could cut a shadow. Cut a push. Oh, Invoke Despair isn't the best either. Could just be like a deal 6 though, most often. I don't know how I didn't see that last time. I guess I'm okay with this. Maybe we don't need the 3 pushes, but with like Magma Opus, it's still fairly versatile. Okay, I mean, Necroventure on the play doesn't seem the worst. I'm not sure how I like this card, honestly. Yeah, I guess Invoke is probably not the best. Okay. But I suppose we'll see if they're able to function without the apparatus, taking into account this resolves. Ooh, whoopsies, did not mean to do that. Okay, resolves. I guess we could take a look at their deck too. Rewind. Fires a victory. Do this damage to target creature, planeswalker equal to the amount of cards in your hand. Okay. And an Epiphany. So let's take all these out. They have 4 Epiphany. Divide by 0, Anger, Cyclonic Rift. I have 1 of Cyclonic Rift that got us last game, jeez. Silver Scrutiny, card draw, Galvanic Iteration, Magma Opus. So it looks like, and then no, like, or they had a haul, right? They have a haul on the battlefield, okay. Looks just like the Epiphanies kill us. Magma Opus as well, technically. So I think it'll be a... They could still kill us for sure, but it'll be a lot more difficult for them to do that. Shieldred. So still with 2 fires, I probably don't want to play that. This card seems really good in their deck. That's pretty cool. Excuse me. I guess I just play Bankbuster. Like, I could play Glissa to get the fires out, but them having 2, I just don't really want to do that. Does open us up to rewind next turn though. So they drew that. Guess I'll do this. Trophy, okay. And then play this into the rewind, I suppose. Yeah. Trophy for the haul in case we need it. But yeah, we didn't see any counter spells, so I think pretty safe in this matchup. Still don't want to run out the Shieldred into the fire, so let's just start by drawing again. Another Glissa. Okay, so let's just play out these two creatures, I guess. Okay, so they fires that and draw a card. Fire impulse that, okay. Could just invoke Despair here. I don't think I still want to play out the Shieldred. It's the Fires of Victory. So yeah, I can start just by invoke Despair. Deal 6, draw 3. Thoughtseize was nice. Probably just take out the Epiphany. Or I suppose the Fires as well. I have Cyclonic Rift, okay. Yeah, I think I mean, it's kind of weird not taking the Epiphany, but don't think I mind it too much. Then I suppose I can play out second Gorger. Okay, so I guess Necromancer was pretty good against them, with them not really having an alternative. They're activating Hall. Okay. It's definitely fine by me. Just jump block. Okay. So they have Rift for the Shieldred, but I think we should just still go for it. And then now we just have Trophy for the Hall if they want to do that again. So they didn't put an upkeep stop for the Cyclonic Rift. Okay. I think I don't mind just killing one of these. I'll save the other push for whatever. Iteration, okay. Into... what is this? Anger of the Gods. Let's get rid. Okay, let's get rid of shielded permanently. Sure. I guess we didn't really have to push the bird token in that sense, but it's alright. And then they still have Cyclonic Rift and Sokenzen. Okay. I suppose we could just draw. Okay. So, still feeling really fine in this. Yeah, in this passing pattern, we have a lot of good draws coming up. Drawing Trophy was definitely great, though. I suppose we'll just push this, though. Yeah, they have nothing else. And then they're 2 attacks away with Bankbuster. Okay, I'll take another 3. Sure. I guess this didn't make too much sense to immediately draw there. We don't really have any 1-drops that we would want to draw into, but they just really don't really have anything for us. Okay. Shadow, alright. Start with Shieldred and then I'll draw after. They'll Rift after this, but we... Or actually, I could agree with either one, that's fine. So draw. Oh, they didn't Rift in response, okay. What? They didn't Rift? This is... Yeah, this is what I think it is. They're just gonna overload it? That can't be better than... Okay. Sure. Get our Bank Busters back as well. And they're just making themselves dead to Hive. Okay, and they just concede. Okay, interesting. So yeah, I guess they can't really function without the Apparatus, which is great to know. I suppose the Throne is decent against them. Yeah, I'll do that over the 3rd Invoke. Honestly, Garrick may not be bad, but I think I'm fine without him. Oh, and actually, yeah, Go Blank. Go Blank actually seems quite good against them. Let's bring that in. Cut 1 Invoke, a Shadow. I guess just don't really need shadows. Just dies to all the removal and isn't really relevant. And in a matchup like this, we're just looking to disrupt them. And once they're disrupted, they don't really have a way of getting back into it, so I don't think we need the early creatures. Definitely good that we're getting reps against this match, or this deck, though. Ooh. Gonna have to Mulligan this one. They keep 7. Okay. Keep this. It's decent, but I really want either Necromantia, Terrace Under, Trophy. I suppose if they have Apparatus here, then Duress is going to be really good. Okay, there is the Apparatus. They brought in Testa Talents. I think we just take the Apparatus. I mean, we could have taken like Augury to make them stuck on lands possibly, but the game's gonna go long. I don't really mind not doing that. And if they don't have a counterspell for Chariot, then I could just take over the game pretty quickly. Turn 3 Chariot doesn't seem bad whatsoever. Okay, hit 3 land, 2 unknowns. Yeah, I think we just go for the Chariot. So, Test of Talents, we didn't see any other counterspells, right? I don't think so. I mean, Shield's really good as well, but I think I'll just start with the Chariot. I suppose it's like a bit better against, whatchamacallit, Cyclonic Rift if they have it here. Seems like they don't though. Yeah, so I guess just like they're quite easily disruptible. Okay, there goes the Epiphany. Okay, let's crew up. Yeah, I guess just them just keeping hands with disruption is what we really want to be doing. Disruption, 1 threat seems to be doing the job quite well here. Also a threat that doesn't die to early removal. Could play around. No, they don't even have mana for Cyclonic Rift Overload. I'm thinking ahead of myself. Okay, and they just concede. Okay, so it was a bit weird game 1 against them, but just taking this early on with Duress, Thoughtseize, or Necromantia, I guess, as well, is great against them, which is a matchup that I didn't really think about Necromantia being good in, but then Terrace Under and Trophy are just getting rid of that thing, and then they just can't really do anything, it seems. So yeah, good to get the practice against this match, and I'll see you for the next one. Okay, here we are for match number 3. We are on the play with a decent hand. I'm going to keep this one. Definitely need to draw into something though. Point Mulligans to 6. Been liking the feeling of this deck so far. Sideboard. I think you could change some things, but we'll see how it plays out for the rest of this league. Den of the Bugbear and a Kumano. Okay, so mono red aggro typically has been a pretty decent matchup. We miss out on the Scoozes and the Trespassers, which I guess that's kind of a running theme of those cards being relevant. Definitely Trespasser. Been missing Trespasser just a bit, but we'll see if we could get there without those cards, and then perhaps then I'll be proved wrong. Okay, just an Eidolon. That's fine. Just gonna push that most likely. Oh wow, Shielder was a great draw. I'm not sure. I guess they could have like multiple burn spells to take care of Shielder, but he is certainly just the play here. Gets around Eidolon as well, even. With no cards in the graveyards, Scrap Wardry definitely is a bit underpowered. But if it was a Scoos, for example, then we would not be able to get this turn 3 Shieldered out, which definitely is quite relevant in this matchup. So let's see if they attack. I'm sure they will. They have burn spells, yeah. I don't know. I feel like with the Shieldered on the battlefield, I don't mind just taking 5 here. And honestly, we could just raise them. The amount of life gain and life loss we get from Shieldered is just insanely good, right? Okay, so Lightning Strike probably into Play with Fire as well. Yeah, definitely we'll take this 2-for-1, and then they take 4 damage from it as well, so that's alright. Okay, we can't just take care of both of their threats here. I think I'll definitely start by thirsting Eidolon. I think I'll wait on the etchings though. Play Black Source for Invoke, and then, you know, I guess we could just play out both of these creatures. Yeah, that seems fine. So definitely want to be drawing what, another Shield Druid, Chariot, Bank Buster. I guess Envy Removal is okay. Invoke Despair definitely seems alright. So they're attacking. Yeah, if they want to use a removal spell on one of these, I'm definitely alright with that. Even if it's like a Spike Field Hazard, that's alright. Stomp, okay. If that's their turn, then that's definitely alright. Okay, another Kimono, okay. Fair enough. Glissa, great draw. Yeah, I think I just play her out and then pass. Again, no real reason to push anything right now. Could probably just save it for the Bone Crusher Giant, or I was even thinking of one of these dens later on could be a little annoying, or, you know, another Eidolon. But with a Glissa out, we are looking to be pretty good here. Rampaging for Ferocidon. Okay, so that's probably going to be a nice push target. Okay, and that's all they've got. So again, with no Scoos and no Trespasser, we could pretty freely just take out the creatures from the graveyard and not be worried about anything. And I still will hold on to this push though. Yeah. That was a great draw. So if we attack, they just block with etchings, then we could get a nice, yeah, nice 2-for-1 here, draw a card. Okay, that seems really good. Glissa great, because they just have like a lot of incidental enchantments, like this etchings, the Kimono, and then Eidolon as well. Okay, if they just take it, then I'll get rid of this etchings. And then just Invoke Despair the rest away. And then I will even out the playing field with these Scrap Gorger counters. so that we could still hold up push for Scrap Gorger here. Okay, they could just concede, and then this will be a 3-3. Sweet. So pretty deterministic kill there. Post sideboard. Definitely don't want any pushes. I guess I don't mind the Terror Sunders against them. Garrick, if we're able to resolve him, he's decent, but I think at 6 mana is just a bit too much. I probably just will bring in 2 Extinction Events and call it a day. You could make a case for cutting Invoke Despair, but I think maybe cutting 1 is fine, so we just see 1 per game. But I don't think I would want anything else, really. Yeah. Maybe a Thrawn, but I think I'd rather just have Invoke. Just because in multiples it's not the best, and again, getting to 5 mana is a bit difficult in a matchup like this. Okay. Probably have to log in this one. Okay, this is a lot better. Guess I'll put back the trophy, just in hopes of getting another turn 3 Shieldred. But on the play with 7 hands from the opponent, especially with turn 1 Kamano, could be a little difficult here. Okay, actually, land was nice because we could now curve out pretty nicely without having to worry about castle. So I'll just play this pathway and pass. This art is really crazy. Okay, Soul Scar Mage, sure. Pass. Another one, okay. Okay, well, I'll just push one of those. I think that should be good enough. They're already at 3 cards in hand. But they could for sure get us at this game. Ooh. I guess I tapped out of my Scrap Gorger. I didn't even realize that. So in that case, we should have played Takenuma. Yeah, I didn't actually consider that one. Shoot. Well, in that case, do we want to Thirst the Mage? I guess so. Just keep the board clear. Yeah, definitely should have led on Takenuma though. That was a bad one. So we get hit for at least 2. If they have something like a Chandra, then we're in tough shape. Karisev. Okay. And nothing else. No third land even. Okay. Drawing second Shieldred is seemingly a bit awkward, but if it turns out just to be how last game was, then I don't mind having 2. So we get hit for 5, go down to 12, but then we just have a Shieldred. Okay. Swamp. And then, if they're going to be attacking, I honestly will just block, I feel like. Probably block Karisev, though. Take 4. Down to 8. I think that's probably fine. Oops, no. Oh, that has menace, my bad. Wow, I didn't even realize that. Okay. In that case, they may still be on 2 lands, but they get a 3rd one. They would need exactly Lightning Strike if we block like this. I think I'll just take the 5, honestly. It kind of hurts if they have exactly Lightning Strike into play with fire like last time. Yeah, but I think on average it's a good play. Drawing Overgrown Tomb was not ideal though. Yeah, I mean they're still stuck on 2 lands, but now we just have to pass. Do have Channel Takenuma, but we have to get a little lucky for that one. And then if they're swinging with all, honestly we may just be dead. But I'll block the Eidolon. Again, taking 5 down to 4. It could just be dead to 2 play with fires. So maybe we should have blocked last turn. Oh, okay, bolt that. So it gets exiled, sure. So I'm just gonna do this for no value. Or I guess no immediate value. Okay, we hit a Scrap Gorger. Not bad. I wouldn't mind like a push off the top. I guess that's not bad either. It's a double spell. Sure. 2 blockers, they have 2 attackers. If we're able to untap with Shield Druid, I'm feeling really good. But if they're gonna just be swinging in with both again, then we definitely just have to block both. Pretty impressive start from the 2-lander though. Okay, there's the 3rd one. Okay. So I think we're definitely just priced into blocking like this. And then dead to Lightning Strike. Dead to a lot of things, honestly. Chain Whirler. Okay. Sure, so we're back up to 4. Extinction Event. I guess that gets rid of Chain Whirler. Sure, okay. Wouldn't mind drawing like a Bank Buster. Could gain its life and draw into possible removal. But yeah, again, we're just dead to a lot of things here. You know, probably the misplay of not playing the Takenuma turn 1 hurt us just a bit. Having a Shield Druid turn earlier probably would have meant a lot. Okay. Oh, they didn't just kill us there. Okay, well, we're still dead. So on the play now, I don't think I want to be changing anything. Don't think I want the 3rd Extinction Event. Maybe it's better than the 4th Invoke though, on the play. Sure. Sure, I'll go with that. Yeah, definitely don't want to be losing a match like this, though. Yeah, I haven't seen Liliana. She seems great in this matchup. Same thing with like Chariot, Decay. Okay, great hand. I mean, no immediate removal, but could for sure set up a nice extinction event. And then, yeah, we definitely have, like, getting our mana under us is going to be nice with this Scrap Gorger. Possibly another turn 3 shielded. I guess we games 1 and 2, or definitely game 1 could have had game 2 as well, turn 3 shielded, but that's alright. Maybe we'll draw him this game. Okay, so opponent's on the mold 6, turn 1 mage. Another Scrap Gorger, okay. So if they attack, I'll just definitely block. It's pretty unlikely they have 2. Okay, they just lightning strike for sure. I was gonna say it's pretty unlikely they have 2 1 mana instants. That would get a 3 power mage, and I wouldn't mind just trading the block with the removal spell. Playing out Glissa is bad against another lightning strike. But I think we just go for it, honestly. If they have it, then so be it. Definitely a bit worried about mana here, though. Okay. Very quickly plays Karizev. Push was quite nice. Yeah, we could just chill back on with this Glissa. I mean, we could attack, honestly. We wouldn't be taking too much with the push on the next turn. Could draw us into a land. But I think yeah, I think I'm fine just waiting back here. If they didn't have a lightning strike last time, then I feel pretty comfortable just waiting back. I mean, if they, top deck some way of removing her, then I feel bad not getting the value, but I think this is okay. Yeah. I'll just push on end step. Okay, there's a land. Yeah, let's just attack now. I would invoke despair. Wow. I don't think that's too necessary of a play right now. I'd rather wait on it, kind of make them play out. They could play out a Chandra or Eidolon or whatever. Kumano. Get more value out of it. And I guess Shocking in there is relatively high cost. Okay, just a Chain Whirler. It's fine by me. All -1/-1 counters though. Actually, with Glissa we can remove them, funnily enough. Okay, honestly, we could just Tear Sunder the Chain Whirler, attacking with Glissa. I think that's honestly pretty decent. Yeah. And then I think I might just draw a card, honestly. Yeah, I'll just draw a card. We could remove the counters, but I kind of wanted to try to hit a land there. Not doing so doesn't really change much though, so I think we're okay. I mean, their player with fire turns on with Scrap Gorger. If they have another Chain Whirler, it's bad. Okay, just a Torbrand. Ooh, I think I forgot to activate Scrap Gorger last turn. Attack. Okay, I'll just. Well, actually, let me just push this now. And then I'll just invoke next turn. Seems like I may just take a concession here from the opponent. Yeah, Invoke Despair, a really powerful card. Even in like as a 5 mana card, where in a matchup like this definitely seems not too ideal. With the Scrap Gorgers, it's definitely a viable card. Surprisingly so. And yeah, get the concession here. Feels good. I've always felt good against this this mono red deck. Not too much of a hassle. And yeah, see you for the next one. Okay, here we are for match number 4 on the play. Not the most exciting hand, but I think with midrange, you just keep hands like this pretty easily. Yeah, deck feels nice so far. Don't have too many complaints other than missing some of the main deck graveyard interaction. Scrap Gorger does do a decent job of doing that, but not having things like Trespasser or Scoos is definitely, I miss those types of cards for sure, but it's alright. Okay, looks like we're against Rakdos. Not the best hand against Thoughtseize for sure. But we'll see if the quad invoke are enough in this matchup to do to give us the upper hand. So just play my Scrap Gorger. Never want to be playing out Shadow turn 2 against Rakdos, or without having any more mana against them. As Bone Crusher Giant is definitely a real thing. I'm not going to trophy this turn 2. If it was a decay, I'd snap do it, but I don't want to give him the extra land. And we have enough utility, like, honestly now I may do it, though. I was going to say we have enough utility, or card draw elsewhere that it shouldn't matter too much, but yeah, I may do it. I mean, they didn't play a land, which doesn't, you know, if they do have a land here, they have 3 mana after, they could go Fable. Okay, sure, I'll just let this happen. They may honestly just take the push, though. Okay, trophy. Yeah. Okay. I'll just swing in for 2. I'm not going to pump it, as it keeps us off of going Protecting Shadow from Stomp and channeling Takenuma. Shieldred, okay. Could also activate Castle. I think I'm still supposed to go for the channel Takenuma though. And hopefully hit something. Glissa, okay, great. Yeah. So they do get a shield druid for at least a turn, which is, you know, not ideal. It's a good start by attacking with a shadow. They're at 12, but shield druids are so broken, they can really easily get out of it. Sure. Then I'll leave a push and 1 activation of shadow. Getting Glissa there with though is very crucial. Sucks if they have removal, but then we get to fatal push, so not the end of the world. Okay. Not the most impressive play there. And they can't even attack. Oh, forgot to use Scrap Gorger there again. Wow, Invoke Despair was kind of insane though. So Invoke. I mean, with Shield Druid we take 4. Draw 2, take 4. Ooh, maybe we attack with Glissa first though. Try to bait them into blocking with the Harvester. Yeah, I think that's the play. Yeah, and this still has 2 counters, so they can't get the token. Okay, so they just take it. I'll draw a card. Take 3, but I'll draw a card here. Wow, actually Liliana was pretty good as well. I have a lot of good options here. I probably don't want to invoke just yet with a shield druid out, but we don't have a really good plan of getting rid of him. So it may just be like Liliana minus. Gets rid of probably the Bank Buster after they draw. And then maybe after that we could set up Fatal Push plus Invoke if they don't have like another creature, but I don't know, it's a little unlikely, but I think still correct to go for that. Straight up just very quickly go for that. Okay. That's interesting. So I know that I don't have any blocks for Shield Druid now, but I think we should be alright. Do need to draw land next turn though. Another Bank Buster, okay. And honestly, it's a little difficult for them to attack. Yeah, they're just not going to do it. So I think this Invoke is going to be pretty decent. So Scrap Gorger is a 3/3. Okay, Thoughtseize. Probably just going to get discarded here. Yeah, I think so. Looks like they may be floating out just a bit. Oh, discard a Stomp? Whoa. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, I guess we still can't really invoke. Could still attack with Glissa though. Jeez. Yeah, a little tough here. Yeah, not having Revolt is just a kind of a pain. Okay, I'll start with Glissa attack. I think this is correct. So we honestly could just like negate all their card draw from here. Then they would get a 1/1 though. We take 3 life. I think we still draw though. Bank Buster. I mean, you're really close here. I guess I just go for the Bank Buster. Pass. I really just want them to like push one of my creatures. Man, just like kill one of my dudes. Maybe not attacking with Glissa there is correct. Yeah, I have no clue though. Definitely missing out on cards like Power Word Kill. Trespasser. Yeah, and just the Invoke Despair is getting worse and worse as the game goes on. Maybe we're supposed to cast the turn we drew it. I have no clue. Honestly, may edict myself. I think we have to do that, honestly. We're at 5 life. Really wanted to draw a land there. Sacrifice Shadow. Yeah, okay. This is so strange. I think it's not bad though. Are they thinking we're edicting them? Definitely not. Watch them just have a second Shield Dude in hand though. Okay, and now I'll pass, leave a Bank Buster draw. With Hive, like, they could definitely be a little aggressive here. Oh, that's really good too. Wow, that sucks that we... Wow, okay. We must have just drawn that though. They played around getting us revolved pretty well. Shoot. Man. I'll just concede there. I'm not going to show him the Invoke. Honestly, I think it's worth it. I think we're just really dead. That sucks though. That was so close. Maybe we were just supposed to play out the Invoke the turn we drew it, honestly. Seems like probably just the play there. Okay, well, we get a lot of cards actually. Thrawn, Garrick, Tear Sunder. Yeah. Go Blank as well, actually. I think they're on the non-Croxa build though, so I just won't do that for now. Oh, come on. Okay. Gonna have to put back Garrick, unfortunately. Huh. They kept 7 too. Oh, Fossey, seriously, man. That's so brutal, being on the mulligan to 6. Okay, take Liliana. We draw Shielder though. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I played that way too quickly. I meant to get green there. Hopefully we don't get punished. Ah, jeez. Maybe even shouldn't have played that out, but... Oh, man. That's just really unfortunate. I'm not going to play into the second one, though. Land? Okay. Thankfully not punished too hard. Jeez. Okay, well, I have to pass here. Not looking too good here. Oh, jeez. Discards 2 lands. Have a push. Okay, sure. I think we have to trophy this. They already have a bunch of mana, so I think we just have to go for that. Oh, man, that hurts. Jeez. So they didn't even take our chariot, by the way. Which obviously works out so good for them with us stumbling on land drops. Man, that sucks. Could have perhaps won that game 1, but jeez, it's just so close. Man, this sucks. Really sucks. And you'd think with Quad Invoke we would have a good upgrade too, jeez. A good matchup against Rakdos, but jeez, that's just that awkward shield read and just like never being able to hit Revolt. It didn't seem like the opponent played against it really well by just, you know, disallowing us from having Revolt the entire time. Maybe we were just supposed to invoke there the turn we drew it though, so that we can possibly just draw into another removal spell for it. But I mean, we only have trophy against Shield Druid, so I don't even know. Oh, I guess Thirst as well. Yeah, maybe could have also drawn into another invoke. I think we're just dead here. Could have invoked, but I think I'm just kind of off of it. Yeah, tough. I mean, the awkward game 1 probably could have played that a little differently, but I don't feel too bad about that. And then we just got smoked. If we stumble whatsoever against Rakdos, then we're just getting killed very easily from them, which really sucks. Very punishing deck. Okay, well, I'll see you guys for the next one. Okay, here we are for match number 5, playing for the 3-2, another tough league. Definitely doesn't feel the best, like having such a terrible match against Rakdos like that, but can't really do much about it. Against Gigantha, hopefully this is not vehicles. We do have a nice hand though. I'm not going to complain. Have to remember to, yeah, you know, the sequencing in lands is a bit strange with this hand, or with this deck with Castle, and like not very many swamps. It's interesting though. I would love to see Horus here, honestly. Oh, so this is Izzet. They kept a terrible hand though. Wow, this is terrible. Well, I guess I just go Fable and then take Caryatid next turn probably. Or even change the rocks. Definitely just taking Fable here though. Wow, they kept this hand, jeez. I swear, whenever I play against these 5-color decks, they just like keep hands like this, and like just like draw out of it so easily like every time. It's just my mid-range luck against these 5-color piles, honestly. Okay, watch them have like a forest. No, okay, not punished, thankfully. So I think we're just supposed to take the change the rocks. I would imagine if we're able to, you know, keep a Glissa on the battlefield for even a turn, we're just really in good shape. So I'm not going to take the Caryatid. If they do top deck a forest, then so be it. They're just like really far behind now. Okay, so not a green source. So they still have these 5. Oh shoot, that opens up Leyline though? Leyline binding? Okay, that actually wasn't too bad of a draw. We do have Trophy though. That was, yeah, it was a good draw. So I'll just run out the Glissa. They're pretty forced into playing out their binding, but geez, that was a good draw. So they're on Gigantha and no Yorion. They tried to Leyline binding there. Okay, now it's 1 mana. And there's the forest. See what I'm saying? They always draw into their lands. Jeez. Oh, wow, okay. Well, if he could draw into the 5th land next turn, then we're pretty decent shape. So next turn they do get an Omnath. I think it's just a pretty easy shielded here though. But yeah, with them drawing lands, like we still are in okay shape though. If they just go Omnath, then we have potential to go Invoke. Otherwise, we could probably just go like Trophy something. Okay, now this is just like so good. Yeah, this is just insane. Get Glissa back, kill their Omnath, draw 1, gain 2. That's, yeah, jeez. Oh, and a Trophy too. That's just so nice. I mean, maybe they have Bring to Light for Supreme Verdict. That would suck, for sure. I don't think we're supposed to play around that though. Well, they're clearly in the tank. Which means, well, there's the 5th land for Bring to Light, though. I think they just have to go for a Supreme Verdict here. I mean, if they run it. Which I think they probably do. Yep. They could for sure get out of this though. If they do have a verdict. I don't know, they're playing this kind of slow, which makes me think they don't, but maybe they just don't see it. Okay, just a tip ult, sure. That I am fine with. Okay, Exile Shielded. We still have Glissa attack. Decay. Okay, I mean, I think I'm just gonna go for the attacks here, so we could go both at them, and then use the questing beast ability from Glissa, take out the Tibalt. Yep. Do I go like that? Yeah, I do. Okay. Done. guess they could get my shield druid, but let me just trophy. So I think we're pretty good. I'm honestly pretty surprised they don't have a supreme verdict. I feel like I've definitely seen that from them in the past. But yeah, definitely a pretty terrible matchup. Okay, yeah, sure, go for it. So upkeep stop, just gonna snipe that guy out. And then swing in. It's the best we could do. They could have leyline binding. We definitely drew well this game though. The trophies were really good. Same thing with Invoked, and double Thoughtseize turned out to be really nice. Despite it not really mattering that much, unfortunately. Okay, we got it there though. That feels good. Getting game one against a deck like this is difficult, but really nice. So Duress is great. Tear Sunder, great. Probably just like want all of our top ends too. Like I mentioned, not ideal though. Honestly, you know, we may not have the worst matchup against them. With 4 Invoke, you know? Glissa is great against them too, Liliana. What do we cut here? Probably some number of push. So we saw Fable, but that was really it. So maybe just all the pushes and a decay and then something else. Just like a shadow. I think that should be alright. I still like decay, but I don't think it has enough targets to make me want to. Okay, that's actually a decent hand. For sure gonna keep this. Try, definitely missing my my good old Field of Ruins though. Man, they kept another 2-lander. No way, with only 3 colors. Oh no. Okay, well I'm taking Fable. With, like, you know, we could have taken the Bring to Light, you know, but like with decks like this, you just have to like try to like get lucky with them not drawing their way out of it, just because they're, you know, super greedy. Yeah. Oh, okay. This is going so perfectly. They missed their 3rd land drop. We draw into ours. Glissa. They don't even have white mana to get rid of it. Whoa, they just concede. Okay, well, I'll take that one. Yeah, I guess we're just supposed to just Thoughtseize them out of the game. And yeah. Okay, well, feels great to get that 5-color matchup out of the way. You know, I think typically against midrange, or with midrange, against those 5-color decks, we just have such a hard time with them. But with this archetype, it actually doesn't seem that bad. Okay, I'll see you guys for the wrap-up. Okay, so after the league, we went 3-2 with Showtime's deck list. The deck felt really nice. I will say, I really like the 4 Invokes. Definitely feel nice, you know, in a meta where mono white isn't too prominent. And, you know, I think just Invoke is pretty nice across the metagame. We lost against Rakdos and Phoenix. The Phoenix one felt pretty bad. I think I would definitely change up the sideboard a bit to probably just put in some hearses. I'm not sure how I feel about this Ray Enfeeblement. I think I'll probably just play Ritual of Set over it. And I'm typically not a fan of these like big thingies that you just bring in against Rakdos or whatever, just because I feel like they oftentimes just don't do that much. Throne I do like. Garrick maybe a bit too cute though. Not sure how I feel about the 4th Scrap Gorger. There were a few times where I just drew way too many and would rather have drawn something else. So probably, I think 3 is correct. That does make your invokes a bit less consistent to get out on, turn 4 or turn 5 with the color fixing. Also makes, your turn 3 shield roots a bit less uncommon. Or a bit less common. So there's that, but yeah, I mean, the deck felt nice. I did kind of miss my my Trespassers a bit there, definitely against Phoenix and Rakdos, but I think we probably don't need them too much. I mean, they're pretty decent elsewhere against Mono White, Greasefang, obviously. I suppose we don't need them against other aggro decks, like the red one, the red aggro deck that we played against, because we just 2-wood against them, so probably don't feel too bad there. And, with the life gain from Shield Root, it's probably not too much of a downside not having him. The removal suite, 3 decay, 2 decay, 2 trophy, probably decent. I'm not sure about this Bloodchief's Thirst. Maybe having a Terror Sunder or a 3rd decay is a bit better, but I'll continue testing it. I think I typically like a card like this. Just having more flexibility removal is probably what we want. Again, I'm not too excited that it doesn't hit the artifacts or enchantments or whatever, but we have ways to deal with those cards elsewhere, so I don't mind that. And yeah, I think that the 4 invokes are pretty sweet. And I'll change up the sideboard, but honestly, the Necromancers were not terrible. Yeah, definitely not bad. I don't think we should have brought these in against Phoenix, though. I was just thinking about that, but yeah, I don't think we want to bring that card in against Phoenix. But against the Mindsplice Apparatus deck, this card was pretty sweet, I will not lie. Alright, well, pretty successful league. I mean, 3-2, not going to complain. Would like to see a bit more success in the future, just going off the results of the user and the creator. I will, of course, make my own changes. But with that being said, keep your eyes out on more videos from me. Thanks so much for all the support on the recent Pox video, my last video I posted. Definitely appreciate all the love from that video, as that's kind of one of my own brews that I, brewed up with and was pretty successful. So definitely appreciate all the support on that, and just on the channel as a whole. We're growing a lot, or I guess at a pretty consistent rate, I would say. So definitely appreciate all the love. And yeah, with that being said, I'll see you for the next one. And yeah, keep on BGXing. Let's go.